Welcome to the Breakdown Lounge. Was super impressed and thankful for all of the comments we got on the last Nightwish video that I did of 2013 Wacken. And yeah, amazing. I hadn't had a response like that to any video, so really cool to see the Nightwish community come out. Thank you to Martine and Gabriel for the list. And, I couldn't wait to get something in to do a continuation of that performance and see more, because overwhelmingly that's what the consensus seemed to be. It's like, you've got to dive deeper into this. The response from this, I'm thinking I might need to do like a Nightwish video like once a month or something like that. Like maybe shoot an extra day or something for the month, just for a dedicated Nightwish, which is something I've wanted to do for groups like Rush and Dire Straits, because I've been so overwhelmed and impressed by the footage I've seen and the community that comes on around it. But the combination of the community of Nightwish and being excited as someone who knew virtually, besides the name, didn't know anything about the band, to find them and actually see how hard they crush is really cool. So I'm quite excited also, which is what this channel is all about, is like connecting to an awesome community of music people, especially those niche groups of all the genres, classic rock, metal, et cetera, but then also to have the musicians be something genuinely exciting to discover them for the first time. So I'm just going to continue on with Wacken, and I've done, the first thing I did, I had notes, and I've done it again, and I've just gone and researched a little bit into the band and gotten the names of the members that are playing, some of the primary players, and like try to and learn how to pronounce their name and all that kind of stuff. So I figure if you guys, come to my page and are, so supportive and enthused, then I should do a little bit to, try to know the band and understand them a little bit better. So I think that's fair. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. Thanks for all the likes, the support. Please subscribe if you enjoy it. Travels with the Gypsy Lotus. My book on Amazon is, it's on Amazon. So we won't go too much into that here. Let's just go ahead and kick it off, shall we? I'm really excited to get this started. This is Nightwish, Ghost Love Score from Wacken 2013. Just right there, that drum intro, his double bass, is it Jaka? His double bass on that is fantastic. And then the keys player, Tomas, right? What an interesting duo to come in as an intro like that. It's very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque, and the thunder behind the bass aspect of it is just wonderful. Let's back it up 5 seconds. So right off the bat, I love the guitar coming in, and kind of changing the vibe of the intro that we had going in. Um, and I thought I detected maybe like a time, kind of a weird time signature or shift in there towards the last measure of those guitar riffs. And then when Floor comes in, it's funny because now the whole thing sounds different at this point than where we started, but it still has, to me, like the theme of being at sea. It's like she comes in and it's like a ballad, like a sea ballad love song or something like that. So already this is getting my attention from the drastic shift, but also because of the quality and performance of her vocally, because it feels very different from what I experienced with Romanticide, the first video I did of their live performance. So this is cool. Let's roll. Listen to that bass. It's thumping, it's sexy. Okay, I'll say what I was writing down here, since this seems to be another transition period, which also already loving the direction this is going now. That guitar, so that last section that we heard, that build up, that's a great guitar progression, and it rises, and it's very hopeful, and her voice over the top fills, it's the cherry on the top. Her vocals are also rising with it, very hopeful, complimentary, perfect to what's going on with the guitar and the bass. And I couldn't help but comment, because I meant to mention earlier that the verse section, I guess it would be considered, where it is very bass heavy underlying, carrying the rhythm and the melody, very thumpy, very groovy, very sexy. Also very different from what I heard out of the bass in the first go around. Let's hear some more, shall we? This is a cool one.
Siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. Child will be born again, that siren carried him to me. First of them true loves, sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love and war.
Can we just go back like 20 seconds? Can we just re-experience that? I don't usually go back on tracks like this. Skip ahead 30 seconds if you want to catch us back up, but I want to go back over that one more time before I talk about it.
I love you. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine,
Thanks for letting me do that. That's such another big change. So much is constantly shifting and changing. There's so much dynamics in what they're doing. And did I hear Floor say something about, a lot of times first run throughs, I don't necessarily hear the lyrics. I just hear it as like another instrument. But I caught, did she say sirens? Did I call this? Is this a sea shanty love ballad metal thing? But again, her delivery has this now very vulnerable quality to it. And with all the instruments pulled back, it feels very isolating. I mean, I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting from it, but I love it. And then the keys, the keys that are coming in behind, swelling, the synth, just beautiful. And then I love when Juka comes in with that great drum fill. I love that. And then just returns to a simple rhythm, keeping time of hi-hat and bass drum. Very good. It keeps the minimal, but it starts bringing the element of percussion back in. I love it. And Impu, is that how you say it? Impu? Yes, right. His guitar work on that is very slow, very controlled, but soulful and just great. And I love, by the way, when earlier when he was going around, Impu was going around and like squeezing everybody, like, yeah, stay strong. We got this. Very, very cool. We're back up to speed. Let's do it. Holy cow. I almost couldn't contain myself a couple of times. I wanted to laugh. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Um, I was trying to write a little bit more so I didn't have to stop as much through that last part. I mean, that was an experience. I mean, you go through so much. So we paused or we continued from where the strings. I got to stop shaking this table, man. Where the strings came in, which was beautiful, and there was kind of this intermission piece with mostly the string compositions, and I thought I heard like pipes, like bagpipes or something at one point, but maybe that was on the keys. But awesome transition, kind of a minute of reprise, and then we come back to this guitar rhythm, which I can't read my own writing. I don't remember what I had to say about that, but there's this sense with the especially with when the band kind of the majority of the band returns to it and those strings remain present, it has this now edgy, like panicked sense to it with them being there. And they come back with this very heavy kind of metal twist in the story. And then it becomes that like they turn the whole thing on you. The entire song that's turned on you, where it goes from this very vulnerable, like I was saying, like I think of all the words I was using to describe the song, especially with Flora's performance, and then all of a sudden it shifts, and now she's like, I'm the thing you dread out at sea, and it's this very aggressive thing, and it just what a transition, and I loved seeing. Well, I'll get to that in a second, but. The double bass returns on the drums, and Juka. He comes in, and his drums kind of reestablish their position as they did in the very beginning of the song. Now they're back in full force for this section, and it just kind of, to me, dominates it, which is exactly what I want right there. And then it becomes this grooving metal number. It kind of reminds me of well, I won't make comparisons other bands, but that in scream that Floor does, incredible, such range, a hard note to hit, and the level of sustain that she has on it all around, just incredible. And then bravo to them for going the distance on taking that outro that long, because they so many measures back. They could have 16 measures ago. They could have just stopped it, and it would have been like, but they take the time to really jam it out, rock it out, let the crowd get in it. And by the way, the crowd, I love that. Like, there's all these young kids that are like pounding their fists to the rhythms of like some of Juka's, more complicated or non-linear patterns where they're building up a doom 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 or whatever. I don't remember exactly, but these kids are out there, singing along to it and keeping rhythm and knowing the composition at its core. That's really impressive. So bravo to them for taking it and really jamming it out and squeezing every last juice of it. That was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. What can I say? I got to do more. So this is great. So thank you guys again, especially the Nightwish community specifically. I mean, you guys left so many comments, like 100 comments in the first day or whatever, which is a lot for me. But I don't think I went through all the comments the first day, and out of all of them, I mean, dozens and dozens of comments. I didn't see any negativity or, it was just all positive and supportive. So that's really cool. You guys got a cool community. So thank you for continuing to point me in the right direction. To everybody else, if you're new here or whatever, please subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm going to try to do lots more Night Wishes, probably maybe once a month, like I said. And that's it. So thank you for all your support, likes, comments, subscriptions. And then, of course, Travels with the Gypsy Lotus is on Amazon if you want to support the book that I just released. So thanks so much. We'll see you again next time. Adios.